Many cartoonists in the US are evoking what they see as a clear double standard between those who are protesting the death of George Floyd while in police custody and the largely white groups of protesters who have been demonstrating against lockdown measures. In this cartoon from Pat Bagley, we see a tear gas canister sailing straight over the heads of the armed anti-lockdown protesters, only to land on a Black Lives Matter demonstrator who is just asking not to be killed. Another cartoonist, Christopher Wayant, draws a similar parallel. Here we see the anti-lockdown protester compared to George Floyd himself, both saying, "You're violating my freedom, I can't breathe." The title here is Still Separate and Unequal, a reminder that the US continues to value the breath of its white citizens over its black ones. That phrase and that image, of course, very reminiscent of the death of Eric Garner, who said those same dying words while he was kept in a chokehold by police. This cartoon from Darren Bell evokes the country's legacy of racist violence. It lists the names of Floyd and Garner, but also Ahmaud Arbery, who was killed while jogging just several months ago. For the cartoonist, the unjustified killing of Black people is as part of the US as the stripes on its flag. Moving to France, where the country got good news yesterday. Starting next week, restaurants and bars will begin to reopen in another big step towards the return to normalcy. There is one sector, though, that remains firmly shut down: football. French sports paper L'Équipe notes that all other major European leagues, Germany, Spain, England, and Italy, have been given the green light to resume their games. French football alone remains shut down. They ask, "What's wrong with us? Are we idiots?" using a not very polite word here on their front page to express their frustration. Finally, it's prom season in the US, that big formal dance that usually marks the end of high school, except this year when those dances had to be canceled. But one very sweet and romantically minded 7-year-old decided to make it up to his babysitter. He threw her very own socially distant prom in his backyard, complete with dancing and her favorite snacks. He has been dubbed the pint-sized prom king.